Good morning. Good morning. So let's get into it. Today's video is really going to be about the hurting, the depressed, the people that are broken down, defeated. Um, and I'm not talking. I'm talking to you non-believers. Because you got a lot to deal with yourselves because you don't even believe. But the people that do believe, um, I know for me, I used to deal with depression, like I told you a while back. It's been I would say about 6, 7 years now that I haven't dealt with depression, anxiety, angst, all those things. I know part of them is probably because my personality is kind of intense, but the reality of it is that I was holding on to a lot of things in my life that the Lord was trying to get pull out of my hands, but not necessarily pull out of my hands, but he was telling me to let them go. But I didn't want to let them go because it was a safety mechanism that I maybe developed when I was a kid, or to get through some certain stuff, whatever it may be. But to get to this next place with the Lord, to get to this place of understanding and trying to figure out why do I feel this way, and I'm a child of God, because the scriptures that I read tell me that I should have joy, I should have peace, I should have understanding and feeling there's joy every morning. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's times that I've obviously felt that, but there's times that I haven't. I think the problem is, so many times as Christians, we always try to put God in our box. We try to say, God, I'm going to be a Christian. I'm going to love you and I'm going to do the love stuff, but I don't want any of the hard stuff. I don't want, that's why you have churches that have, like, you know, 10,000 to 20,000 members. And unfortunately, it's like, and if you go to a mega church, look, you got to deal with that with the Lord. I'm not saying that all mega churches are bad, but what I'm saying is, if there's no connection with Christ, there's no connection with God, and you want to say, "Oh, I go to this church and this is my pastor." Okay, well, are you growing? Are you still dealing with all the junk that you deal with? Is there no personal relationship with Jesus? I don't care what church you go to. I don't care if you even go to my church. If you don't have a personal relationship with Jesus, and you feel that your relationship is getting closer to God because your pastor preaches well, that's wrong. Reality, that's just wrong. You should be seeking the Lord every day. You should be seeking your relationship with God. So then, back to this issue of why you might feel that way. Well, part of it is that maybe because you're chasing and trying to put your hope in things. So I'm going to go to Jeremiah 51 verse 17 through 18. Everyone is senseless and without knowledge, and every goldsmith is shamed by his idols. The image he makes are fraud. They have no breath in them. They are worthless, the objects of mockery. Then their judgment comes. They will perish. They will perish. I mean, think about it, right? Look at this world. Why are commercials? Why are advertisement? All this stuff is so big business, big money. Why? It's because it's their job to tell you what you have isn't good anymore. Your 2020 truck that you bought and you thought was awesome, now it's not as great because now the 2022s are out and the 2023s are out. That car, those outfits that you cherish, well, that was last season. I could keep going. I could keep going. That two carat diamond that you had, that was great. Now you need a 5 carat diamond. The world is going to constantly tell you what you have isn't good enough. But let's go a little deeper than that. So the world is also going to tell you that this relationship with this God, this Jesus that you have, isn't good enough. You need more. You need to go deeper. That's why it talks about the idols. They mock him. They're mocking you. Your things are mocking you. And I know people are like, oh, they're really mocking us. Yeah, they're really mocking us because if you didn't have, I'm the biggest person, like, if something is negative in your life, remove it, whether that's people or things. People complain all the time. Oh man, these kids nowadays, all they are is on video games. Well, are you a parent that allows your kid to be on video games? Why are you complaining about it when you're the one allowing them to do what they're doing? Right? You don't like them on video games? Remove the video games. They're getting in trouble on their phones? Remove the phone. It's very simple. But you don't want to deal with the backlash of the world telling you that you're a bad parent. You don't want, so on and so forth. And this is like what our walk with God. Oh, well, you're one of those Christians that want to judge everybody. Oh, you're one of those Christians that think you're holier than everybody. Look, my holiness has nothing to do with you. My holiness has something to do with me cherishing my relationship with my God and seeking after that. So if it offends you, then you're going to be offended. Because I never said that I'm perfect. I never said that, oh, look at you, you're a sinner and I'm perfect. No, I'm a sinner saved by grace, just like we are. But us as believers, we need to stand on that, and we need to dig deeper into our walk with God, because this angst and this anxiety, look, if you're a believer in Christ, and I'm sorry, I'm just telling you right now, if you're dealing with all these things, you might need to look a little deeper into your faith with the Lord. You might need to look a little deeper, because I don't believe that the Lord is, you're supposed to walk around feeling defeated. Maybe you're doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. You know, take an inventory of your life, look down your life and say, okay, well, what is my life? What is my day-to-day life of everything that I do, all the things that I speak about, all those things, right? I'm going to end this video right now, and then I'm going to pick it back up, because Instagram only lets you put a certain time length, and I want everybody to get it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So I'm going to be right back.